Deep in the heart of the forest, there was an abandoned cabin that had long been forgotten by the outside world. The locals whispered of strange happenings and eerie sightings in the area, warning others to stay away from the cursed place. But curiosity and the desire for adventure led a group of friends to venture into the woods, seeking to uncover the mysteries of the cabin. As they made their way deeper into the forest, the trees grew thicker and the shadows longer. The wind howled, and the night sky was dark, save for the flickering light of their flashlights. Eventually, they stumbled upon the cabin, its wooden walls rotting and creaking in the wind. As they entered, the group felt a chill run down their spines. The air was thick with an ominous presence, and they could hear whispers in the darkness, as if the cabin itself was alive. They lit candles to illuminate their surroundings, but the flickering light only made the shadows dance, creating shapes that seemed to move on their own. Suddenly, a blood-curdling scream echoed through the cabin. The friends froze in fear, their hearts pounding in their chests. They tried to find the source of the noise but were met with only silence. As they continued to explore, they noticed strange markings on the walls, symbols that seemed to pulse with an otherworldly energy. One of the friends disappeared, and the others frantically searched for him. As they called out his name, they heard his distant cries for help. They followed the sounds, but they only led them deeper into the labyrinthine corridors of the cabin. As they turned a corner, they were confronted by a sight that made their blood run cold. The missing friend was lying on the ground, his body contorted in agony, his eyes bulging out of their sockets. The symbols on the walls had come to life, pulsing with an eerie blue light. They realized too late that they had stumbled upon an ancient ritual, and the cabin was alive with the spirits of those who had been sacrificed in the past. The friends tried to escape, but the cabin seemed to have a will of its own. The walls closed in, trapping them in a claustrophobic embrace. The candles flickered out, and they were plunged into darkness. The spirits of the dead whispered in their ears, promising them an eternity of torment, and so, the group of friends was never seen again. The cabin remained standing, a warning to those who dared to seek out its secrets. The locals whispered of the cursed place, warning others to stay away from the forest at night. But for those who had experienced its horrors firsthand, the memory of the cabin would haunt them for the rest of their lives. As the group of friends explored the cabin, they noticed strange markings on the walls, symbols they couldn't quite decipher. They assumed it was just graffiti or vandalism, but as they continued to explore, the symbols began to glow with an otherworldly energy. Suddenly, the room began to spin, and the group felt as though they were being pulled into a vortex. They stumbled, trying to find something to hold on to, but there was nothing but the walls that seemed to twist and contort. When the spinning finally stopped, they found themselves in a room that was completely different from the one they had been in before. The walls were made of black stone, and the room was lit by torches that flickered with an eerie green light. As they tried to make sense of their surroundings, they noticed that they weren't alone. Strange creatures lurked in the shadows, their eyes glowing with a malevolent energy. The group tried to run, but they soon found that they were trapped in the room, with no way out. As the creatures closed in, the group realized that they had stumbled upon an ancient portal, one that led to a realm beyond human understanding. The symbols on the walls were a gateway to this realm, and the group had unwittingly activated it. The creatures, sensing fresh meat, began to close in on the group. They were otherworldly beings, with tentacles for arms and eyes that seemed to glow with a malevolent energy. The group tried to fight back, but they were no match for the creatures, who were too powerful for them. As they were dragged deeper into the portal, the group screamed, their voices echoing through the darkness. They were never seen again, and the cabin remained a place of fear and mystery for generations to come. Rumors circulated that the cabin was cursed, that anyone who entered its walls would be sucked into the portal and transported to another realm. The locals shunned the cabin, and even the bravest adventurers steered clear of the cursed place. The symbols on the wall remained, pulsing with an otherworldly energy, a constant reminder of the horrors that awaited those who dared to enter the cabin's walls.